First at 6, his service cost him his life, and tonight we're learning more about the Richardson police officer killed in the line of duty.
David Sherrard had a wife and 2 daughters. He was responding to a shooting at an apartment complex last night when he learned where the suspect was. As soon as he walked into that apartment, police say the suspect shot him. Brandon McCall is in the Collin County Jail tonight, charged with killing an officer.
All right, looking live now. This is the apartment complex where all of this happened. Plano police, they have now taken over this investigation, giving Richardson officers time to grieve. And as you can see from this memorial at the police station, the community is grieving with them.
News 8's Jason Wheeler and Rebecca Lopez are live at police headquarters to begin our team coverage. Jason?
Yeah, John and Izzy, you talk about this memorial here behind us. Rebecca, we've been here through the day today and have just seen a steady stream of people coming in and dropping off flowers and cards and signing this big community card of condolence for the family. This is a very tight community here, and so many people say that they've just been sort of bewildered by this, that they want to do something to help out, and this is just their little way of being able to let this department know that they are cared about in this, this hour of grief. But it's particularly hard on the people who knew this officer and knew him well. They're tight here.
They are. And, you know, this officer, the chief told me that Officer Sherrard was a very funny guy, that he was the life of the party. Everyone loved him. He made people laugh, and all of that is going to be missed. And this is a department of only 160 officers. And so you can imagine it has shaken this very small department.
Tears, hugs, and respect mark the day at the Richardson Police Department.
It's just heartbreaking that people can be so cruel. And he was just doing his job and not knowing that this would be his last day.
Officer David Sherrard left an indelible mark on his community. For 13 years, he served the Richardson Police Department, and as a member of the SWAT team was one of the department's most elite officers. A fellow SWAT team member wrote on Facebook, "He was the type of officer we want on a high-risk call. You would never question if he had your back. We never questioned his bravery." He is the first officer in the department's 633 years to die in the line of duty. His death has shaken this small department.
It's the hardest day we've ever had. We're not doing well.
Officer Sherrard leaves behind a wife and 2 daughters. On her Facebook, his wife Nicole says they'd been together more than 20 years. "I still can't believe this is real. He seriously was the greatest man on earth. He loved me more than I deserved. I am broken." Throughout the day, citizens, officers from other departments, and friends brought flowers. His car was marked with his badge number 1078. His end of watch, February 7th, a day that now will be remembered forever in Richardson.
And there were so many officers involved in the standoff last night and in the shooting that they had to turn this over to the Plano Police Department to investigate. So, because there were so many officers involved, and also to give these officers here time to grieve.
Really nice that they have that sort of mutual aid at a time when it really is hard just to go about the day, the job, and take that next step. So they do have that help.
Yeah, everybody coming together.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the suspect now, Rebecca, because we have learned some new details today about the man accused of killing Officer Sherrard. Before last night, though, nothing in Brandon McCall's history would have signaled what was to happen. Last summer, a relative did call police and was worried about McCall, saying that he was paranoid, and so police did take him to a mental hospital. He also had a drug charge, but no violence in his past. A bystander was shooting some video on a cell phone last night when McCall finally surrendered, and he could be heard screaming, apparently screaming, "I'm sorry," as he was being taken into custody. But again, by then, the damage had already been done. He is now charged with capital murder of a peace officer. John and Izzy.
Our thanks to you, Jason, Rebecca. And Officer Sherrard was not the only victim last night. Police say McCall also killed his friend, Rene Gomez. That's what sent police to the apartment complex in the first place.
Rene Gomez's sister tells us that he offered to let McCall spend the night at his place. She's not sure what led up to the deadly argument or how she'll ever forgive the suspect.
I want to know why. I want to know what made him do it. And I want him to know that I will never forgive him for taking someone so precious, so amazing from my life. And I know I'm supposed to forgive, but I can't. Not right now.
So many of you have words of support for the Richardson Police Department and the victims' families. We've created a space for you to share your thoughts. It's on our WFAA Facebook page.